Hi artists! Here is a background paper I created for my printing project. I have folded this paper in half so that the sky is on the top and then the water is on the bottom. Remember, we are going to create a reflection. So I am going to take my printing plate and get myself ready to make some prints. I have some printing ink. I'm going to put it right here on this tray. Not too much. I don't want it to be goopy and globby everywhere. This is my brayer. It helps me to roll the ink onto my printing plate. I am going to roll that brayer back and forth, up and down. I'm going to make sure that I completely cover the brayer with the ink. I'm starting to get sort of an orange peel texture around that brayer, and that's what you want to see. Some nice even coverage. I've got my printing plate here on my placemat, and I'm going to roll up and down and completely cover that printing plate with the ink. Then I'm going to set my brayer aside. I'm going to get myself ready to print on the top half of my background paper. So I'm going to slowly and carefully line up my printing plate with the top left side. I'm going to be careful not to get my fingers all covered in ink, and I'm going to press that plate right down on the top left half of my paper. I am going to use this extra scrap paper to keep my hands from getting all dirty, and I'm going to just give a firm press to that printing plate. I'm going to carefully remove my printing plate, and there is my first print. I'm going to flip my folded background paper up and again give this a firm press to transfer some of the ink and create that reflection on the water side of my paper. Because we had a smaller printing plate, I have room to do this one more time. So again, I'm going to roll the ink until I get that orange peel texture. I'm going to cover my printing plate with the ink, and then I am going to print in that blank spot on the top of my paper. So again, very carefully, not trying to get ink all over the place, I am going to press my printing plate onto my background paper. I'm going to use that scrap paper to press and make sure that I don't get ink all over my nice background paper. And then I'm going to carefully remove the printing plate from the background. Once again, I'm going to fold my paper in half. I'm going to give it a nice little press there to transfer the ink onto the other side of the paper. Now I have a completed print. My city goes from one side of my paper to the other, and I have a reflection in the water. Have fun with yours, artists, and be creative.